In this video, I'm going to show you how to make jump up drum and bass like this. The first thing we're going to do is recreate these drums. So let's get started. Let's put it to step mode. Now the first thing you'll notice is that I'm using a project template. Now if you want to download this project template and follow along exactly, there's a free download link down below. Get that downloaded, get it open. It works for Ableton as well, and then you can follow along easily. Now we're going to start with Jump Up Kick 9. Now this is from my Jump Up DnB pack. I'm actually using samples and presets from the Jump Up DnB pack and the future Jump Up DnB pack. And there is currently a deal on, so you can get both these packs together for a nice discount. And you can check that out on my website, link down below. So we're going to get Jump Up Kick 9 here, pop this in here, and then put this halfway across the third beat here. And then we're just going to do that exactly again. So we get this. Next, we've got Jump Up Snare 6. We've just put this up to semitones, and then we're going to put this on the second beat and the fourth beat and just repeat that. Now we're just going to add some groove, but typically jump up, you don't need too much groove with the hi-hats. So what we've just done is layered a few hi-hats in the same spot. So we've got jump up at 26, jump up at 27, turn down a little bit, jump up at 28, pitched up a little bit with the out slightly up. And then this sounds like this on its own. So it's supporting that kick drum as well. And then finally, to give it even more groove, we've got a ride, just pitched down one semitone. And this is just a little bit longer than the hi-hat, so it like crosses over the whole beat just to give it that extra groove. So you hear it, you can hear the initial hit, and then that comes afterwards. So it gives it that extra groove. And then we simply just copy this across. So we can just grab all these, Control, drag and select, and then hold Shift to copy across. And then we can just keep doing this like that. There is probably a shorter way to do this, but old habits die hard. I don't know where that's gone, but we can just drag that in. And then we get this. Now we can add further groove with another hi-hat. So we've got hi-hat 30 here, and you can get percussion and stuff in. It depends on the tune, and you can just add these in the little gaps. So for example here, or you could put it like here. And then you can just figure out where some nice groove sounds would be. But I recommend doing this once you've done the bass elements, because then you'll know where the little gaps are. And you can do this with like one-shot effects as well. So you can have little one-shot effects in to add more groove. And then of course, this will get duplicated. So that's just the first 4 bars, but then you'll want this for like 8 bars. You might want a little transition after 8 bars here. And then again, you'd want it here, and you might want a bigger transition here just to keep the track moving. So now let's create this insanely filthy drop with the main bass and the sub bass. So we've already made the bass here, and this is the melody we've got. So this is simply a main bass with a sub bass underneath it. And what we've done here is we've kind of kept it in D sharp. So this is like sort of like freestyling a melody, because like the drops in drum and bass don't always specifically stick to like a key. You see how I'm using like 5 notes in a row, which typically wouldn't be done, but it just works. So you've just got to get creative with these subtle drops. So listen to it. So we're following this ABAC pattern where every 2 bars is part of the sequence. So this is part A here, and you see this is part B. So it's a variation of part A. This is part A here again. So it's just literally copied identical. And then part C is where we'll put like a respace or something to switch it up a bit. So now you've got the melody down, and the sub bass melody is just copying it exactly. You see, let's create this first bass. So this bass is from the future Jump Up drum and bass pack. It's called Ribbit 1. So we've got a new patch here, and the first thing we're going to do is get a basic shapes wavetable, -2, and we're going to leave it as a sine wave, turn the rand off, and turn the level all the way down, because we're going to LFO it later. Next, we're going to come to oscillator B, grab another basic shapes wavetable, put this up 2 octaves, and change this to a triangle wave. I'm going to drop this down the rand off as well, and turn the level on this off as well. Now we're going to turn on noise, change this to bright white, and turn the level off on this as well. So we're not going to have any sound at the moment, but we're going to come to LFO1 and make this shape. Turn this envelope on, turn this down here, turn this up like this, and create this shape. So it's a nice small shape, and this is going to help with the groove as well of the track you'll hear. So something like this is fine. And then we're going to simply put this on the level of oscillator B, like that. And then we're going to put it on the level of the noise, but we're going to turn this down to 21%. So just get that at the moment. You might be wondering, why haven't I added level to oscillator A? That's because we're going to use some of this PD, which is like the old FM from Serum 1, and use PDA there. And then we're going to turn this up and watch what happens whilst when I turn it up. (72), and then we suddenly get this really cool sound. So we've created the actual tone of the sound, but now we need to add some effects to make the sound stand out and sound really aggressive in the mix. And we can do this in the effects tab. So we're going to first add a distortion. We're going to leave it on tube, turn this up to 61%, and then drag LFO1 onto it on 34%. And now this should already sound more aggressive. Next, we can add a compressor, turn on multiband, turn the gain up, turn the below up, so this just makes it a bit fatter, turn the low on here up and the highs up. Already it's sounding fatter. And then we're just going to turn the highs down on this, so it's not as aggressive in the high range. We'll turn the mids up a little bit, and we'll turn the lows up a little bit more. Now we need to add some width to the track, so let's add some chorus. And we can have this matching the LFO. So just turn this down like this. And we can turn a high pass on, cut out the low end, and just turn the depth down a little bit. Just play around with these settings if you want. Doesn't make too much difference though. Now we can make it even fatter by adding a filter. And there's this really cool setting I like called add bass. So you just come to misc here and then find add bass. Turn the cutoff all the way down. Turn the through all the way up. And then you can just increase this drive. You can see how much the sound already comes through more now. These filters work in mysterious ways. And then finally, we can grab an EQ, turn this on, and we can just get rid of some of the muddiness in the mid-range. So I'll play it before, and then you can see as I turn this down. So before, just gets rid of some of that muddiness. I often found that adding one of these to pretty much any Serum preset will make it sound more clean, the bass. So just try this a lot with a lot of your sounds and you should get a cleaner sound. So now let's put this on channel 26. We can turn the volume up, and to make it stand out even more, we've just got an OTT on it, and then we've got an EQ cutting out the lows, because we're going to add a sub bass underneath it. We've got some sidechain on as well. I've got Kickstart 2 sidechain. If you want to learn how to sidechain with Kickstart 2, I've got a tutorial. I'll leave it here for you. And then let's quickly look at the sub bass that's underneath, and then I'll play it for you so you can hear it. So this sub bass is like a layered sub bass. So it sounds like this, just a normal sub on its own. But then I've layered it with another shape, which is literally just the bin 3 drawn on here at 71%. And it just adds a nice tone. And then this is just going through here and it's EQ'd out like this. So you can see the extra tone coming in down here, whereas before it would just be like that. Just makes it sound a little bit more aggressive. So listen to this. That's just with the extra sidechain. And then all together with the drums, you should get something that sounds like this. If you enjoyed this video, why not watch this video here where I make another filthy jump up drum and bass drop, and you can follow along and make it exactly the drums, the basses, all that good stuff.